How you doing, guys? Back out again. We're out for a solo camp tonight. I'm just local tonight. I had big plans of going away, but unfortunately I got stuck at work, and it's 3 o'clock. In fact, it's nearly 4:30, so I'm just going down the local river. We're going to pop up. I've got a couple of options for sleep systems tonight. I've got a hammock with me and I've got a tent, so once we hit the location we'll find out what's going to be the best for us. So stay tuned, let's go and have an adventure. Well guys, guess what? Upswing, can't even know who I shot at. Woohoo! This is the steps take us right down into the riverside now, so that's been about 10-15 minute walk for the car park. Take us down right down here now, and we're picking up the Avon Heritage Trail, and we're going to get a couple of other miles walk. I've got 3 or 4 different locations along here that I can pick for tonight's camp. But well, what a beautiful day. I was just so annoyed that I got stuck today at work, and it's great we've got something local like this to pick up on, because it's bonuses. There we go. That's Old Archway, which is takes you, that's the main road down to the M9. It's very busy, and it's down in the river. As we can see, the water's pretty low. I can see across there we've got a couple of mallards, and there's usually a dipper up and down here. I've sat here many a times just sitting watching it, letting the yellow wagtails. But come on, let's go and see what we can see. And that's where we're heading, along there. You can see the pollen on their back legs there, where it's taken back. I'm sure I've mentioned this before to you, but this is a wee memorial plaque. It's been left to Henry Bell, who was a pioneer of steam navigation in Europe. It says Henry Bell, pioneer of the steamship navigation in Europe, born in the old mill house near this spot in 1767 AD and died in Helensburgh in 1830. So a wee bit of local history. When you're walking around, they're good sturdy walkways. As I say, they're in good solid order. You can see how unused they are. Well, that's us just approaching the bridge. This takes us back over the river again, and then it's just about another mile to the location of where we're heading, which is down towards, as I say, Muir side. You can see how overgrown the path is. It's underutilised. It's a great spot coming in here, I love it. That's us going up over the bridge. There you go. Look down the river. Absolutely perfect. There's a dipper flying up the water in the retreat. Great location. Make the time, get out and enjoy it. I wouldn't say the path's overgrown or anything, but the ferns are up to my ears. Good stuff. Into the wild we go. And I just took my bag off. I had to wander about, and I've just spooked a couple of deer and they're barking over the back. It sounds like a dog, but it's actually the deer talking to each other. So I'm going to take a wee wander just out of the covering of the trees here to see if I can see them. Well guys, welcome back. That's me decided on the spot. I tried to put the hammock up, but the trees are just too big. So we've opted for the MSR, that's the Elixir 2. And tonight, summer night, first time it will be sleeping without the rain cover on it. So I'm sitting looking at the stars tonight. Oh, what a perfect location though. Right next to the river. A couple of old trees. I thought I would have got the hammock up there, but I've got the Amok with me tonight, and it's just too big for it to go between the two trees, and the actual girth of the trees is just too big for it to take it. But there's for accommodation for tonight. It's the Elixir. I'll give you a wee look inside. We've not got a hellish lot tonight for to take through it, but I've got the Amok air mat underneath, so I wasn't bringing two just in case. I brought a tent and a hammock just in case what I could get up. But there's the setup for tonight in there. It's the Amok air mat, which is underneath there. And I've got my rabbit. I doubt if I'll bin that on. I think I'll just be lying on top of it. And we've got our wee air pad there at the back. But there's our location tonight, guys. Right next to the river. That's the river Avon. Absolutely perfect. So it took me about 3/4 of an hour to walk into this location, and I've never seen a single soul. The only thing I've heard so far is a couple of deer barking, and that was just because they'd heard me. Yeah, I found an old oak tree that got a big branch blown off it, so I've picked up some of the bits at the bottom, and perfect for sawing up for logs for later on, and I'll split them down with a knife. So nice and dry. So ideal, perfect, good sized logs. Perfect, nice and dry. Well, that's us all prepped up for later on, so it's time now just to go and crack a wee can open and sit and enjoy it for a while. So prepped up some wood that I found at the side of there's a big branch of an old oak tree had fallen over, so I've got some of that. It's nice and dry, and I've got my raised fire pit for later on, so there'll be no markings on the ground, or I'll be nice and safe. So I'll let you see that later on once we get it all set up, but that's us all prepped up. So I'm going to go and get something to drink now. I'm getting thirsty after that working out, and maybe even get something on to eat. A beautiful location tonight, right down by the riverside. We'll have a walk down the river later on, see if we can see anything. But it's absolutely beautiful, roasting hot. Well, that's the raised fire pit, guys. So it all comes in that wee handy bag, which is maybe about 10-12 inches long at the very most, and it absolutely weighs nothing. So I'll build this up and I'll let you see. So that gives us a wee controlled fire up off the ground, so there'll be no scorch marks and no damage to the ground, and it'll be more than ample for what I'm wanting for cooking on tonight. So absolutely perfect wee bit of kit. I've used this all the time now, and as I say, it takes up no room in the backpack, and it just lets you walk away with a clear mind that you've not done any damage to the ground, that you've been there and you've had a nice wee fire. There you go, that's it built up. That's more than ample. It's got a very, very fine mesh there, so it's just the powder that falls through, nothing goes to the ground. So I'll let you see that later on once the sun goes down and we get a wee fire going. Wee dipper sitting there on the rock. I'll probably get my last heat for the night. Just a bright one, don't know if you can pick it out there, just the bottom left of the picture. You can't beat exploring in the river. So I'm out in the middle, I've got my staff so I don't fall. And we're just walking down the river in the sunshine and seeing where there. With a bit of luck, there is meant to be otters in this water. But I've never seen one, but I've heard the stories. But fingers crossed, we might be lucky. Yeah, we're just walking down the river very carefully because the rocks are a bit slippy. But it's starting to widen out now. I'm coming back into the sunshine and it's getting deeper and deeper as we go down here, so might even get a bit further when you're swimming. Oh, what a great bit though. Good here for the canoe as well. You can see at the back there, the rock shelves. If it'll focus in on that. Great to explore because you wouldn't see this unless you were actually in the water itself, where it's cut through the rock. Well, earlier on I cut up the wood, so I'm just I've got the knife out now, so I'm going to batten it down into bits that we can burn. So because it's nice and dry, it's relatively easy to split down. You can take off the bark. It'll just smoke, so you've got nice dry kindling. Absolutely perfect. Dries down. That's where the moisture is kept in the back of the bark, so take that bark off and that's going to burn absolutely perfect. And if you've got any bother with midges or anything like that, you can put that on because that'll create smoke. So that's absolutely nice and dry. So we've got some other small ones here, so I don't know if these will break down just as easy, but they're taller. Perfect. That's what's good when you've got a good bushcraft knife and it's got a good hard back for splitting down. Just hit a knot there, but see the knot in the wood where it's coming out with a wee branch that's come out at there. But that's no stopped us any. But so I'll carry on and I'll split up the rest of these and we'll get the fire started. Guys, that's me set up. I've got all the kindling done and everything like that, so I'm just going to get the fire kindled up here. I've got a couple of wee kindlers down the bottom here and see if we can get this going straight away. There you go. So we can see if we can get some of these wee kindlers on. See if we can catch this up. There you go. That's it. Away it goes. What a difference when you've got dry materials to work with, eh? Absolutely no need for anything else like that, it's just sorted. So we've got some of the kindlers that we've done earlier on. I'll put them across and they'll catch on nicely. Just chill out for a wee while. That's him doing a nice wee charcoal there, so it's getting to that time of night. I'm getting quite hungry now, so there it's it. I've got a wee baton roll with some cheese and butter on there. I've made that before I come down, so we're going to cook this up. I've got my wee dinky frying pan, so the coals are just burning down nicely. We'll get that on, it'll be absolutely perfect. You can hear that sizzling. It's a wee frying pan specially built for one burger. Oh, that's up perfect. We'll lift this down and get it onto the roll. Great, yeah. You can hear this is where you need to an extra set of hands. So there you go, I've got a baton roll there that's got a wee bit of coleslaw and some grated cheese. So get the drippings off of that. I'll get that on there. Oh, look at that. That'll just melt that cheese away there. Just top that across. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Oh, good morning guys. I woke up there about 6:15, but it's too early. It's really bright and warm outside. So there's my view I woke up to this morning. Right by the river again. So I think. Guess what time it is? Tea time. It's another beautiful morning. I can't complain, it was a great night. Nice and warm, so time for a wee porridge and then I'll get packed up. There you go, there's my fire pit for last night, and you can see underneath there's absolutely no scorches in the ground. So these are a great thing, so they're light and they pack away into nothing, into a wee bag into your backpack, and you can take it so you're no scarring the landscape. So perfect for when you're out and about. Well, this is all packed up and ready to move on, so again, tidy place, tidy camp. No evidence of anybody being here, even the fire pit. As I say, I had my wee raised fire pit last night, so there's not even a mark in the ground. So it allows me to come back here another time. Well, this is nearly back. I've got another maybe 15 minutes back to the car. So the wee junction in the path, you can take the high road. It takes you way up onto the top road here. We go the road, still following the river, down back to the Avon Gorge itself. Alright, that's us nearly back to the car park there. So that was a nice wee solo camp there down by the riverside, down following the Avon Heritage Trail. So if you like that, get a wee thumbs up, and if you want to see more like that and you can think of places you want me to go and have it, leave a comment below. So be good, stay safe, till the next time.